Here we are at the Weather Mark, and this crew is getting set up nicely in advance. There's Air America in second. Now, they're going to round this Weather Mark and sail back to a leeward mark that's below the starting line. All right, I got their sail up first. They're going to pass 38.69. And here comes 49.
He also turned down really fast.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that, setting the spinnaker that much quicker has made them pass that other boat. Now they just need to stay in a clear lane of air to preserve their position. And they can go run up. If I was them, I'd go run up the boat with the orange chute. Just kind of herd them away like a sheepdog. Boy, it's beautiful out here today. We've got about 10 knots. Clouds are keeping the hottest rays of the sun off of us. All right. Yeah, so it looks like 52.20 got passed by 49.
Look how much lower his pole is. It looks like
Yeah.
he's using his whole chute.
Yeah. So they're going to go around this leeward mark, this yellow mark down there, and sail another windward course and then finish to leeward. So these three, they have plenty of chances to shuffle their positions. Here comes the next group. Here we are at the leeward mark. And number 49 did it all just right. Got the spinnaker down with plenty of time to do your housekeeping and get ready to go up to windward. And it looks like the wind shifted a little bit to the right. 38.69's got to get that main in and gas the boat behind him. What's he doing here? Looks like 52.20 is going to roll them maybe. Oh, they decided to tack. And actually, starboard tack is the closer tack to the mark. It's the favored tack. So you don't want to spend too much time on the unfavored tack. So I think they made a wise move tacking over. And 6075 made a really wide rounding, probably a boat length and a half to leeward of the mark. And that's windward distance that you have to make up again. So, you always want to round wide at first and tight toward the end of that turn.
You have to get out of his way.
You have a little stuck spinnaker. The halyard could have jumped the shiv up there. And we have 1 minute to go before the start of the Harbor 20s. The wind's picked up a little bit. Beautiful out here, nice and cool. The heat index yesterday was hot. It was 101. But now it's not bad because when you're out here in the breeze, it's cool. So we got 35 seconds to go. I like how this boat's getting set up. We shifted the line around and make the line more square to the wind, so probably doesn't matter where you start. 20 seconds. And staying up close to the line, I think, is a smart thing. The yellow boat down there is a little far away, but I think they're going to make it just in time. There's 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All clear! And Peanut was not on the line. They are going to have a late start. Blue Boat, ditto. And it looks to me like Violet with the red sail probably got the best start. They're pinching up to gas Filbert, which is smart. And they're forcing Filbert about. Now the Violet needs to crack off and get that boat moving, because see how the yellow boat down to leeward is like footing on them quite a bit. So they just got to get it in the groove and get it moving. Now, if I was in the yellow boat and I got any kind of a header or knock, that means the wind shifts more to the left, whereby I could tack and cross the fleet, definitely do that. Definitely consolidate and, get in the lead, get a solid lead. So they should be looking for that knock. It looks like they're getting a little bit of one right now. I don't think they can cross Violet yet, but if it goes another 3-4 degrees, they will be able to do that. For the Harbor 20s, and Celia's doesn't appear to be on the wind on port tack, but they have a real nice lead, so they're not giving up too much. I don't detect any current running here today. And you see how the green boat is heeled over, and they're trying to get weather gauge. That means they're trying to get into pointing mode to be able to lay the mark. But I think they're going to get rolled by the blue boat, and they need to just I think they need to tighten the jib, and they may make it around, but they need to get above that blue boat's bad air, because they're getting gassed. Now, let's see. Well, it looks like they're going to make it. Now Amy's steering a little harshly. That is, she's jamming that tiller over, and you want to be very smooth. To me, it looks like, a ballerina, the way the ballerinas move, nice and smooth and not too fast, because when you move the tiller and the rudder quickly, it acts like a big speed brake, and it just slows you way down. So you want to make those moves a little slower, those turns. Harbor 20s and Celia, the yellow boat, finished already. Here comes Violet. And we've got a bit of a photo finish here next. And the lines between the orange mark and the orange flag, and Peanut's going to be third. Followed by Paul, and then Filbert is next. All right, that's 1 minute for the start of the Flying Scots. And the wind has gone up 1 more mile an hour since the start of the last race. We've got 35 seconds to go. I like how this black boat is getting up on the line. I like how Mike, this boat is getting up, but he's got to watch out for these leeward boats because they can run him up, and he's in the barging zone. Now, if you are the windward boat, you are in danger of getting run up because any of those leeward boats can go head to wind and cut you out. Close the gate on you. So you got to be really careful. Okay, 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All clear! And the green boat, 53.99 and 607.5. To me, look the best. They're in a clear lane of air. They're going fast. They're on the line. 607.5 is getting lifted up now. And notice that if any of the boats to leeward tacked over to port, they'd have to duck the sterns of these boats. So, because of the port starboard rule. So it looks like the boat end's slightly favored. And 59.82 is going to take a hitch over. Let's see what happens. Here we are at the start of the next Harbor 20 race. 50 seconds to go. Red sail boat is looking good, up on the line, ready to start. You know, with 15 seconds to go, you want to pull your sails in and pump them a little bit and get that boat moving as fast as you can. But they're in the right position right now. I think maybe the boat end of the line is more favored than the buoy end. 10 seconds. All clear! And I think Violet probably won the start, although Filbert over here close to us, it may be in a more favored position because notice if any of those boats to her leeward tack, they'd have to duck her because she's on starboard and they'd be on port. So she's leading the pack right now. Peanut's in irons right now. Needs to just bear off, fill those sails. There we go. Nice and cool out here. And look how the yellow boat is pointing a little higher than Violet with the red sail. If they keep doing that, they'll start gassing Violet. And they'll really be forced to tack. Paul's coming over. Now, number 49 needs to stay clear of that leeward boat because of the windward leeward rule. And if the leeward boat even just comes up and touches that line dragging in the water from 49, 49 is out. Got to be careful. Oh, that's a pretty quick set. Santi. All right, whoa, what do we got here? Is that a collision? Whoa. Now, Filbert was on starboard, and the red sail boat's on port, so they broke a rule. They owe them a penalty turn. Celia was around first. And I think they owe him a penalty turn, and you're supposed to do it the first opportune moment, or you can be protested again. All right, whoa, what do we got here? Is that a collision? Whoa. Now, Filbert was on starboard, and the red sail boat's on port, so they broke a rule. They owe them a penalty turn. Celia was around first. And I think they owe him a penalty turn, and you're supposed to do it the first opportune moment, or you can be protested again. Here we are at the finish of the Harbor 20s, and Celia is going to take the honors in this race. And we have a close race here for second place. Looks like Filbert's a little bit ahead. Can you get back and get in line with the two flags? And we want to line up here between the orange flag, orange mark to call it. Oh, look, Peanut moved ahead a little bit. So Peanut's going to be second, followed by Filbert. All right, and then it looks like Paul will be next, and then Violet. All right, we got 1 minute for the start of the next Harbor 20 race. And I like how Violet's getting set up early. It's 35 seconds. Now this boat has to be careful because they're in the barging zone and any leeward boat can run them up. There's 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, clear! probably to clear their wind. And right now it looks like Violet's probably winning.
Ace jack. It's too tight. I think so.
Kinda needs that time again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Violet's winning this race. And it looks like there's a little bit of a header right here. So if you're thinking about tacking, it might be a good time to go.